Good afternoon. I started my career as a hotelier. I did my undergrad BSc Hotel Management in Chennai, India, from Madras University, and after that I went to Switzerland to do my post graduation in Montreux. Finishing that, I got an opportunity to work in USA. That was on September 11th, 2001. I was on air when the 9/11 attack happened, when the Twin Tower attack happened. Reached there on September 13th, and I was working in the capacity of a hotel management trainee with a group called Starwood. The particular hotel which I worked was Westin Peachtree Plaza. After my 1.5 years there, I got a job there, so I transferred my visa from student exchange visitor to H1, and I was working there in hotels, mostly in the capacity of operations head. Mostly the properties which I focused and which I worked were less than 200 rooms, 150 to 200 rooms. So finishing that part, when the recession started in 2006, I moved to Kuwait. There was a new project coming up, which is five-star hospitality services in a hospital. It's called Royal Hayat, which was brainchild of one Mr. P.K. Handa. And I worked there in the capacity of assistant food and beverage manager. It was managed by InterHealth Canada at that point of time. And 2009 end, I returned to India to do my post graduation in hospital management. I did my MBA in hospital management from Sri Ramachandra Medical Institute. And after finishing that, um, during that time, as a part of the MBA course, I did my project with the NDMA, National Disaster Management Authority, to check the hazard vulnerability assessment for hospitals in Chennai and Bangalore. So that actually helped me to understand the disaster management area. And right after that, during the end of the period, I had a chance to be part of a Chennai emergency management exercise. So working there with the group of people who are experts in that field opened up much more opportunity for me to enter into disaster management arena. Working in US, working in Switzerland, most of the properties were either pre-opening or revamping. So marketing, PR, and creating collaterals which is required for the communication part, I was also in that group. So my involvement was there. And right after my post graduation in Chennai, I got opportunities at different locations in India, either through Radar for UNICEF projects or for NDMA projects. These were not year long, like all 365 days. So whenever the projects were not there, as an independent consultant, I was handling marketing, mainly the social media part for small companies, and some of the well-known brands were, one is Naturals. It's a FMCG brand, and I helped them during, they were more of a South Indian chain, and they wanted to expand on pan India level. So that's the time they came up with brand ambassador Karina Kapoor. So I was, during that phase, I was working with them. And also apart from that, whenever there is any event with international speaker or an international author who comes to India for a session, there was a company named Success Gyan who were actually arranging that with the tie-up with Singapore-based Success Resources. So I was also handling those kind of projects as well. Um, Apart from these areas, I also helped in individuals who wanted personal branding. One Miss Pooja Gupta, who's a life designer, a life coach. I worked with her as well. And apart from these projects, when I got opportunity with the government or with the NGOs, international NGOs, I took that as well. In 2016, I got an opportunity again to head marketing and Communications in Singapore. It is a training company, and they had various courses, mainly focused on hospitality part. So I did that, and they also had a restaurant. So I was handling the marketing of that restaurant. Uh, I introduced a new concept called bamboo biryani, and which went viral, and it was covered by Yahoo, and it was covered by many Singapore-based magazines and TV channels. And apart from this, whenever I got an opportunity to work with NGO in a project, I had this eye for promoting that in a way, not aggressively, but in a subtle way, wherein at least people who are from the district administration or from the state administration understand what is done by that particular NGO. When I was with Sphere, when I came to Kerala, I did that. I was working as a inter-agency coordination head, as a team lead for Kerala State. That finished in November, and then I joined CARE. In CARE, my role was mainly more connect with the people, so it gave me more opportunity to deal with people who are the project participants or beneficiaries. So whenever I went for any validation or whenever I went to the field, I used to take a lot of photos and videos, which later of that day or probably in that week, I edit and create small videos and present it so that it's easier for the district administration to understand. There are some which covered more on the benefits which they have received, the support they have received, more of a testimonial type, or in general about okay, what is the activity happening currently in which location of Kerala, say in Idiki, in this particular panchayat, this kind of activity is happening. So these are the areas which I was mainly focusing. I have a website, it's www.haribalaji.com. I have over 10,000 people following me in my Facebook official page, and I also have a YouTube channel where some of my videos have crossed a million views, and I have over 10,000 people following me there as well. I do have LinkedIn and Twitter account, and mainly apart from what is regularly done, I also take up certain approaches where if I was a person who is involved in that project, and if I was the state head or if I was the country head, what I would expect. So I would take those kind of approaches than the structured ones. And same thing with the presentations as well. Like I do not follow the templates normally. Like based on what is required there. So I do create. I do a little bit of sketching and painting. So that helps me in creating these kind of creative PowerPoint presentations. When it comes to video editing, I did not undergo any formal education on that or training. Out of my own interest from YouTube videos, I've learned, and through the help of, with the help of few apps, mobile applications, I do create videos mostly under a minute, under 60 seconds, because it's easier to buffer, or and it's easier to share with through WhatsApp or through other channels. And normally, like based on the strategy, if it is going to be completely drawn towards say even writing blogs where people have to come to the website, or based on what is required here in Kerala, what I did was more focused on people understanding what care is doing here, because there are many people who are doing a lot of work, a lot of rehabilitation work was happening, a lot of relief phase, a lot of work was happening. So to highlight or to show that specific area where care is creating its impact, these videos actually helped. And most of the KSDM, Kerala State Disaster Management Authority members, staff, or from other NGOs also easily understand within 40 seconds, 50 seconds, they can understand rather than a big note which could be sent to them. Of course, that is also done a report, and all those documents are shared during the IAG meetings. But these kind of videos actually catch the eye, and it's easy for them to also see whenever they are free while they're traveling. They can just see the 30-40 second video and they can understand. And normally, if you see in this domain, uh, it's very rare to have people with this experience, disaster management, and also having inclination towards PR and this kind of creating videos and coming up with all this creative content. So I'm blessed with that. So I feel like I'm eligible for this position as a media officer. And at the moment, I'm also learning how to ensure that these kind of videos which are created, uh, which can also get viral. So, what time of the day it has to be posted, or what time of the evening it has to be posted, and what kind of hashtags to go with it. So, those kind of things help. A couple of months before, Facebook conducted a program here, how to leverage Facebook for NGOs, which happened in Trivandrum. MASH project along with the Facebook, they conducted that, so I attended that as well. And where people presented the case studies, how through Facebook, Alapura sub collector Mr. Krishnadeja was able to generate funds for building schools and houses. And also, we had people coming and sharing their experiences, how uh, they, through the medium of social media, they were able to get support from individuals and as well as from corporates. So these are the areas which I'm more comfortable with. I do not have any uh, structured pattern based on the case and based on the area which has to be highlighted. Then I develop with the tools which I have. So this is about me, and I initially thought that I would send a regular type CV, which I can share as well. But I thought it will be better if I can send, if I can share this kind of video resume, which would be more easier and also probably have an edge. Thank you.